Once again, this morning we're going to get started with reading Cam Jansen, The Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones. Take out Chapter 4, page 22. Also, don't forget to have your Chapter 4 worksheet so we can continue with that. So now at the end of Chapter 3, Cam and Eric found that there are in fact 3 Coelophysis bones missing from the last time that Cam saw it. The guide didn't seem too concerned about it and said that she kind of thought Cam was just making things up. So if you can tell in the picture, Cam's kind of puzzled at the beginning of Chapter 4. Cam looked at her watch. It was 2:30. "Come on, Eric," she said. "It's time to go." Eric put the postcards and whistles in his pocket, and they went to meet the class in the lobby. Miss Benson asked the class to line up. Then she led them to the school bus. On the bus, Cam and Eric talked about the missing dinosaur bones. "Why would anyone want them?" Eric asked. "And how could anyone steal the bones?" Cam added. "The skeleton is wired together. In the time it would take to unhook a bone, I'm sure someone would walk by and see what they were doing." The bus stopped in the school parking lot. Miss Benson stood up. "It's after 3 o'clock, she said, "so you may all go home." It was a warm spring day. Cam and Eric had ridden their bicycles to school that morning. They went to the rack behind the school to get their bicycles. As Cam unlocked her bicycle, she said, "The bones can't be taken when the museum is open. There are too many people around then and too many guards. It must be done after the museum closes. Let's go back there. Maybe we can find out what's going on." "But the museum closes early today," Eric said. "We won't have any time to look around." Cam put rubber bands around the cuffs of her pants to keep them from getting caught in the bicycle as she rode. "All we have to look for is a place to hide," Cam said. "We don't have to be home until 6 today. We can stay in the dinosaur room after the museum closes and watch to see what happens." Now let's stop there. Do you think that's a good choice for Cam to do? I don't think that's following the rules, but let's keep reading and see what happens. Cam was already on her bicycle. She started to ride away before Eric could tell her that he didn't want to hide in the museum. Eric got on his bicycle. He pedaled hard, but he couldn't catch up with Cam. By the time he locked his bicycle in front of the museum, Cam was halfway up the steps. He caught up with her in the dinosaur room. A bell sounded. "The museum closes in 5 minutes, a guard called out. "Let's leave now," Eric said, "or we'll be locked inside." Cam crawled under a glass case filled with photographs. Eric followed her. Cam whispered to Eric, "You can leave if you want to, but I'm staying." The bell sounded again. From their hiding place, Cam and Eric could see only the bottoms of the other exhibit cases and the feet of the dinosaur skeletons. A few people walked past the glass case, but all Cam and Eric could see were their legs. Then it was quiet. "We did it," Cam said. It was quiet for a while, but soon Cam and Eric heard footsteps. A man was walking from one case to the next. He stopped at Cam and Eric's case. Then he bent down and looked straight at Cam and Eric. Okay, that's the end of Chapter 4. Let's get started on our questions. How do Cam and Eric get back to the museum? Do they walk, ride a bus? What do they do? Okay. The next question, why does Cam want to return to the museum? Let's repeat the question. Cam wants to return to the museum because she wants to what? What does she want to do? Okay, so here she's talking about this. As Cam unlocked her bicycle, she said, "The bones can't be taken when the museum is open. There are too many guards. It must be done after the museum closes. Let's go back there. Maybe we can find out what's going on." So what does she want to do? Because she wants to find out what's going on. She wants to know what's going on with that Coelophysis bones. The next question, why does Cam think that the dinosaur bones have been stolen at night? Remember, we just read that part. Why does she think they were stolen at night? The bones can't be taken when the museum is open. There are too many people around then and too many guards. It must be done after the museum closes. So why does it have to be done after the museum closes or at night? Okay, so fill out that answer. How good is Cam and Eric's hiding place? Do you think it's good? I think it's not very good. And why? What happens at the end? At the end of chapter 4, let's go to that page. It was quiet for a while, but soon Cam and Eric heard footsteps. A man was walking from one case to the next. He stopped at Cam and Eric's case. Then he bent down and looked straight at Cam and Eric. So it's not very good because they were found. Pretty easily too, right? It didn't take them very long. They weren't hiding very long. Okay, so fill in these two on your own. I want you to copy down what I wrote here. If you have some other words you want to add, go right ahead. Keep up the great work. We'll do chapter 5 next.